Here at the Mid-America Science Museum in Hot Springs, new things are happening. Can you see me? Especially outside. It's all part of getting kids back in the outdoors, and that felt good on a hot day.
The museum, we like to say, is for children of all ages. So I include myself in that as well because I learn something all the time here at the museum. But what we've seen here over the years, when I first got here, was the first year after it had opened, about this time of the year also. That was 36 years ago. The museum had just been open for a little while, and everything was new and exciting, and the people were coming, and everybody was smiling. And now we've gone full circle. It's new and exciting again, and it's just wonderful. It's like a metamorphosis. And it brings the museum into, I think, the national light now. I mean, it's been a Hot Springs attraction, it's been a state attraction, and now I think that we have the quality to become a national attraction. And that's what we'd like to see, along with our mission, which is educating adults and kids and just having a good time while they're here.
Now with this renovation outside, it's the whole process of bringing not just kids but adults back to the outdoors.
That's very true. That was one of the instances that brought about the entire project. Was we're sitting on 21 beautiful wooded acres here in the forest land of Arkansas, and we didn't really expand upon that in any way. So the Reynolds Foundation thought that would be a great starting point to further their mission as well. So that's where it began, was the Skywalk, and the Bob Wheeler Skywalk, and it's been wonderful. And of course the kids enjoy it, but the parents enjoy going out and watching the kids have a good time as well.
Or the kids at heart. There's also what is known as the rope bowl. Oh! Kind of a humongous, what do you call it, trampoline hammock. That's pretty cool. And while you're making your rounds here in the treehouse area outside, you can sit down, take a breather, and entertain yourselves. Oh yeah. Yeah.
I'm very proud of Mid-America. They worked hard to get this ready for all the kids, and
it's quite educational,
yes,
too.
Yes,
that's the main
very
part.
Science. There's lots of science, so
yeah, this is fantastic.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to go in there and see and check it out for myself.
Yeah, you should. You'd love it. A couple of ducks. You got a duck and hunt for all little.
All right, well, let's go.
Okay.
Where else but at the Mid-America Science Museum can you enjoy styrofoam packing peanuts turned into a fountain?
We have the only one in existence that I know of right now. It was created by Norman Tuck, who is a very talented designer, and he creates exhibits for other museums. But this is the only one that I'm aware of that is currently in a museum now. This is the centerpiece for this exhibition.
I like to have that in my house.
Wouldn't you, though?
It's pretty impressive. It's been several years since I've been here, and the kids and I and my wife have all been really entertained with the exhibits and everything. The water attraction back in the back has definitely been a high point so far of the visit.
Of all the things, this is your favorite right here.
Yeah.
And I can see why. Tell us what's going on here.
All right, so all the things, they're showing off some exhibits down there. There's a water dome with fog, and then there's also a water sprayer down there. And it's weird because it's got two going this way and two going out, but when you turn the handle, the two ones going inward twist, and they twist the way that you're moving it. It's a little bit weird, but you've also got the jets of water shooting up into those buckets, and that's how the balls get up here, and the launchers are how the balls get down there. So it's just one big system.
Well, you explained it better than I could. Now, you're involved in the summer camp here. Tell us how that's been.
That's been pretty good. This is day 2 of, 5 days? And it goes 8 to 5. I'm really excited to see the other days. We've got some snacks, we've got lunch, we got activities that we do. Today we're learning about electricity. Yesterday it was energy, so like light and sound and motion energy. And it's been just really fun. I've met a lot of new friends. Carson, Harrison, Alan. So I have a lot of friends here, and I'm really glad that I came.
That's great. So you would recommend it to other kids?
Yeah, if you're looking for a really cool science camp, then I would say you ought to come here.
This is one of the most popular exhibits here called Rain and Terrain, where you can make your own landscape. Mountains, valleys, rivers. You can make a dam and then have it overflow and see what happens. You can even hold out your hands and make it rain.
I absolutely love it. When I was younger and came here, I had a great time. So bringing my own children back here and letting them explore the place, getting to see it through their eyes is really wonderful and rewarding as a parent.
Okay.
And it's an amazing place too, because it's a cheap family event to get the kids out of the house, off the electronics, and get them exploring science, something that our kids really need to get into.
And to prove that humans do conduct electricity, here's a little experiment. How about that? You can light up a light bulb. Don't go outside in a storm. My favorite of all, though, is in the Tesla Theater, the famous Tesla coil. Thanks to inventor extraordinaire Nikola Tesla, 1,500,000 volts of electricity.
It's alive! It's alive!
The Mid-America Science Museum in Hot Springs. Be careful it doesn't turn you into a mad scientist. We found a really neat swimming hole for y'all on the Buffalo National River, of all places. Here you can not only take a dip, you can go kayaking, you can go canoeing, smallmouth bass fishing, anything. That's what I'm talking about. It's called Shine Eye, and getting to this swimming hole is real easy. If you're going north on Highway 65, right after you cross the river, turn right onto Shine Eye Road, and after 9/10 of a mile, you'll come to the parking area. From there, you'll spot the short trail that goes down a hill and to the river. Shine Eye is also popular with floaters who want to stop, take a break, go swimming, or do a little fishing. Because this swimming hole is not publicized, it's more popular with the locals than with the tourists. So, between you and me, let's just keep it a secret.
I lived in Arkansas for the past 8 years. Me and my husband used to come canoe down here in high school. Canoe from here all the way down, and then the girls, now that I got my girls, I bring them down here to let them swim and have a good time. We usually try to come down here about once a week, and then if we're not here, we're at Margaret White or Tyler Bend too. But yeah, the water's great, the scenery's awesome. You see a bald eagle holding a fish. You don't hardly see that anywhere else but here, so.
There you go. So you're carrying on the tradition.
Right, right. Let them grow up on the river.
It's fun. You get to play.
That's right. You get to play like right here on, what is this, alligator? Is this an alligator or a turtle? What is this?
Alligator.
Alligator. Oh, okay. I see his head now. You got to fix his head up, huh? Mm-hmm. It popped, you said. Oh, we'll have to fix that and then throw you back out in the water, okay?
We come out here and we make a little spot in the water with rocks, and then we will catch minnows and stick them in there. And then before we leave, we'll put them back in, out in the water, and then I usually swim underwater and find shells and stuff to make a sand castle.
This is, I guess, probably like the next best thing to being out on a beach, huh?
Yep. Lots of sand would be good enough.
A lot of times me and Sherry will catch minnows or crawdads, and we'll build little castles, or they've got this big cliff, I think, somewhere over there that you can jump off of, but sometimes it's kind of dangerous, so I've only gotten on the low part and done it. A lot of time whenever the current's down, you can walk straight across there. That's really cool.
You can walk across?
Mm-hmm,
really?
just walk.
No.
I usually come here a lot because it's always warmer, a lot warmer than Tyler Bend, I think. So.
And the water is always cool, isn't it?
Mm-hmm, and clear.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of times, whenever you can walk straight across it, it's more like dark, and the clear is only around the top part of the river. So.
This is like a outdoor classroom for you.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah. Yes. Now, I don't normally make it a habit of playing with dolls, but when you walk into a room full of every kind of doll imaginable, it makes the story a little bit different. And then when you throw in the number of dolls, then that's even more unique. Folks, we're talking 10,000 plus.
When I was younger, my grandmother brought me here. And she and Miss Arnett were friends, and both of them were big sewers, and she brought me in here, and the collection was not anything like this at that time. There were some along the back walls and some along the side walls, but there was none of this middle section, you know, all of these that are on the floor. So when I walked in the first time, much like everybody else that's walked in, my mouth hit the floor. I could not believe, I mean, they said that there were thousands of dolls, but you just can't even imagine how many until you see it. I mean, it's mind-blowing the fact that this woman had so many dolls and that she collected them for, I guess, pretty much her entire adult life, and maybe even, you know, in her youth as well. That I suspect that that's probably what got her started collecting dolls in the first place. So it's pretty neat to see this many dolls in one place, and we've done a lot of research on them since we bought the property. And you know, some of them, like I was telling you, they're older than me. I don't remember some of them because they came along long before I did.
As far as Glenda May and her husband have been able to determine, the late Virginia Arnett's 20th Century Doll Museum in Newport is the largest private collection of dolls in the United States. Here you'll find dolls from movies, TV series, celebrities, presidents, famous coaches, you name it. Even old Slick Willie is in the bunch.
As far as actually coming in here, I knew it was here. And, you know, a good friend of mine from high school grew up in the house next door, so I knew Miss Arnett, and I knew, you know, I knew the doll museum was here, but I didn't really know, you know, what was here. And, you know, boys, we don't, you know, play with dolls much, so it's not, you know, it's not a something that you'd think you'd want to see. But, you know, once I walked in here and I said, you know, this is amazing at, you know, the detail and how everything is sitting here, you know, the little tea parties that are going on over here, and, you know, the building, it just blew my mind. And I was, you know, I've had a lot of guys come over and just are amazed now that they just, you know, couldn't believe that we had this right here in little old Newport, Arkansas. So,
and you say you spot something new just like your wife does every time you come back in here.
Yep, I do. And that's what I was standing over there looking this way and noticed there was a Virgo Barbie doll down here. Well, that's Virgo was my sign. And I saw it on the box and I had to come check it out. I've been in here 100 times and, you know, giving lots of tours to people, and that's something I had never seen. So it's every time I come in here, it's something new. So it was interesting. We had an open house and let people come by and see it about a month ago, and a lot of people that came through said, you know, I used to have one of those when I was a kid, you know, or my sister had this, or, you know, something like that, and would tell me things about them. And, you know, they call me baby doll around town here now because they, you know, I know a lot about dolls, and I've been doing a lot of research on the internet and reading books, and so I kind of coined that nickname, baby doll. But it's interesting to be able, you know, to have somebody else come in and say, I remember that, you know, or, you know, my aunt came in and she found some that she had when she was a kid. She's in her late 50s now, so, you know, she remembered some. And it's just that kind of stuff just blows my mind when people can tell me things about, you know, remembering that they had this, you know, and they've seen it. And, you know, I tell them, well, this might be the one you actually had because she had to get it somewhere. And she had people collecting for her, you know, she had people constantly going and buying, you know, if they found something in a flea market or something, you know, they had her number, they'd call her and she'd have them pick it up. And she may have 4 or 5 of the same doll, but that was okay for her. I mean, she didn't care. She just wanted as many as she could get, it seems like. And, you know, some of them you'll see, they'll be dressed just alike, same exact doll. But it's pretty interesting.
Out of the entire collection, though, there is one empty seat that remains a mystery.
And we really don't know what happened to that one. There's a chair. I mean, there's what, like 1, 2, 3, 4, like 7 rows of dolls there, and there's an empty chair right in the middle. And, you know, we didn't move it. You can't get to it. I mean, you can't get to it from the back. You can't get to it from the front. So we don't know. It's a mysterious disappearance. But
you were telling me earlier when we got here, you say that you're almost afraid to let the collection be dispersed for fear of what were you saying now?
Well, I'm just afraid Miss Arnett may come back to haunt me if I start start trying to piece this thing out everywhere all over the world. You know, I don't want to wake up in the middle of the night and her standing there tapping her foot, looking at me over, you know, saying, "Don't get rid of my babies," you know. So I just, I'd love to keep it together. I mean, there's got to be some way that we can keep this thing, you know. She worked her whole life to do this, and I have no idea how many thousands of dollars she spent. I mean, you look around, I mean, she spent a lot of money and a lot of time. There's a lot of man hours went into this thing. So,
and she worked to keep the collection going.
Yeah, my understanding, and from what people have told me, she was the fabric manager at the local Walmart. That's where she retired from, and she went to work just so she would be able to keep buying dolls.
One of the rare dolls in the collection is a talking Razorback cheerleader from the 1960s. Something Arkansas.
Yeah, something Arkansas.
Whoop Peg Suey.
Whoop Peg Suey. Razorbacks. Razorbacks go, that's what she's saying.
We are two grown men playing with dolls. What am I doing here?
It's addictive, man. It's addictive. I told him I never thought I'd be playing with dolls, but here I am playing with dolls. So. Yeah.
Yep, 10,000 plus dolls will do it to you. I only played with one, though. I swear I only played with one. It's one of the best preserved stagecoach stations along the Butterfield Overland stage route between Memphis and Fort Smith. This antebellum home in Pottsville, known as Potts Inn. Built in the 1850s, this Greek Revival architectural style home was occupied by the Potts family until 1970, when it was bought by Pope County and is now operated by the Pope County Historical Foundation. Well, Tina, tell us about the house here and Mr. Potts.
Well, Mr. Potts was the Indian agent for Pope County, and he was also the postmaster for Pope County at the time. This was his desk. It's the original desk that he used to sort the mail here at Potts Inn. The mail was delivered by stagecoach from the Butterfield Overland stagecoach route that traveled from Memphis to Fort Smith.
Not too many slots there. What about 9 slots and that's it?
That's right. There weren't very many people living in Pope County at that time.
Now all of these rooms, I mean the furnishings, it's like the family never left.
Well, each room was adopted by a family here in Pope County during the 70s, and they brought in different furnishings to supply the museum.
Now, you also have some of the outside buildings, and there's one in particular that has a hat collection.
Yes.
And one that has the inaugural gowns.
Yes, the First Ladies from Arkansas and from the United States.
That are doll size.
Yes, they're doll size. There's a lady in Adkins that makes those gowns for each new doll or each new First Lady that's added to the collection.
Well, tell us, this is an antebellum house, of course, built between 1850, 1858.
Yes.
And, I mean, it's at that time, this magnificent home.
Yes. There weren't very many settlers here in Pope County, and Mr. Potts, when he moved here, he built a log cabin at the foot of Crow Mountain first, and then he built this home between 1850 and 1858 for his wife and his 11 children. They also built this large size so that they could have guests from the stagecoach route stay overnight and visit here.
And from my understanding, this is one of the best preserved stagecoach stops along the route.
Yes, it is. It's one of the oldest stagecoach in west of the Mississippi.
There are 4 large rooms downstairs and 4 large rooms upstairs. And as was common back in those days, the kitchen was separate from the house. When guests came, the children would sleep on the second-floor porch and in the attic during winter. This wicker baby buggy was used for all of the 11 children.
So stop in at Potts Inn in Pottsville and take a tour for yourself. And to view this episode again or to order a copy of one, visit our website at aetn.org/exploringarkansas. And don't forget to like us on our Facebook fan page. And we'll see you again the next time for another exciting adventure on Exploring Arkansas.